BIM point of view, it'll be interesting to see when it reaches its peak, how good it is, how all the claims of being able to schedule everything off it. And it'd be interesting to see if it's as good as everyone's hoping it would be. It'd make a big difference to the industry if it is.
I hope it continues the way it's going and it just becomes more and more involved in terms of BIM, in terms of integration, everyone working on singular models, writing singular specifications. I think it's the way forward. It's so much easier when you have everyone's information in one place. Now that'll change, and it'll kind of, depending on who comes on board and when they come on board, they'll have to add in different information at specific times, but I think that's the way it is going to get to eventually, and I think it's the right way to go, to be honest. I don't see why you can't have a single model, you can't have a single specification that just everyone feeds into. It makes it much easier to get information, it makes it much easier to control the information, and then everyone's working from the same information.
The tools that we've got at the minute are just obviously getting better. It's helping with collaboration, it's helping with working together and helping with timescales. But I still think it's massively important that the people doing it putting that information in there, also experienced, skilled members of staff.
Pretend you've never used NBS Building before. Start from scratch. That's what you need to do. You need to just pick it up as a new piece of software that you're learning how to use again. You go into it with a bit of background information on how to write specifications. But one of the things we had was we're trying to make it look like building, or trying to use similar sort of processes and how to write it. You just need to forget about it and just start again. just start from scratch.
Because the software is obviously a very complicated piece of software, it's obviously a very good piece of software, and I think you've got to try to fit in with what the software is trying to get you to do, rather than trying to make it look like another piece of software. I think probably try to figure out what you actually want to do with the software before you start. So, do you want to create an office template, or do you want to, how far do you want to go, how big is your portfolio of products, can you concentrate on certain specifications, and so maybe try to think a little bit first before you dive in on what you want to try to get out of it.
Get in touch with NBS and get advice. We've just gone through a whole process of writing some office masters, office templates that they may be okay, but we might have to rewrite some of them because we didn't do them in the right format to start off with. So we're just going through that process with you guys at the minute. So just speak to you guys as much as possible as well, rather than just going down that, going on a road.